description, yeah. For this love thing, anybody gotta feel like a pop. For this love thing, anybody gotta pray like a say. For this love thing, yeah.
Hello, everybody. This is Vivian. How are you this morning? I hope you can hear me today. For some reason, yesterday, my broadcast just lost sound right in the middle. Didn't touch anything, didn't change anything. So if you are, let me check and see if I'm live on Facebook, because that's the only way I can tell. Because even if you're watching on another platform, I can't see you here on HAPS. But if you come on over in the HAPS, then you can tell me whether or not you can hear me. And just let me know if you can hear me. Oh, no, seems to still be silent. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Duh. Oh, there it is. If you can hear me. Okay. Oh, no, seems to still be silent. Okay. Good morning, Marian. I see you. I'm looking to the side because I have another computer here on the side of me, trying to make sure that I can see the people, at least on Facebook, that are watching. And that way I can respond to you at least a little bit. So good morning, everybody. I'm going to sing my morning song anyway, because it is still morning. It'll be morning for the next 30, 20 minutes. So good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning to you. Still haven't made the minute yet, but I want to show y'all something. I live in South Florida, where the temperature is not really. We don't really have winter, it's like some people it's like really, really cold. But for us, really, really cold is anything like below 70. So I'm going to show you something for a second. Let me just show you what the temperature was this morning. 42 degrees. 42 degrees. And right now it's only 66. So, South Floridians are freaking out because for us, it's cold. Now, I know those of you in the Northeast and all of you that are having these winter storms and it's like 20 or below that, you're probably saying, girl, shut up. I wish I was in South Florida with 66 degrees. But, I'm a Southern girl. I lived in the North for a long time. I lived in Pennsylvania. I lived in Delaware. I lived in places that had all 4 seasons for a long time. But here in South Florida, I'm kind of used to 2 seasons. Hot, hotter. That's it. Those are the seasons that I'm used to down here. And I've been here for nearly 12 years now. And so your body acclimates to where it is. But I grew up in Alabama. Same kind of weather, not anymore. I'm saying not for the last, 20 some odd years. Alabama's been getting snow before the North. I don't know why, what's going on with that, but change of climate, the climate change thing. But yeah, so when I grew up there, it would snow, but it would melt almost before it hit the ground. Now they have snow that's sticking to the ground and then actually piles up, and it's like, where is this place? I don't. That's not the place I grew up, right? But here in South Florida, 42 degrees is kind of it's cold. Um, but some people in the Northeast, like when I first moved down here, um, I was like taken aback by the heat because I was moving from Pennsylvania and I'd gotten used to the four seasons there, with the really harsh winters where you had to scrape your car off before you even drove it, or shovel out the driveway and all that kind of stuff. So when I moved to Florida, well, I moved here from South Carolina, but they have four seasons as well. But when I moved down here, it was June, I believe. And I was trying to, at least go on a walk every morning and stuff. And it was so hot, I couldn't breathe. But when November came and the temperature dropped below 60, it was like 55 degrees. I was like, hallelujah. I can't believe all this heat is going on, So it was a relief then because my body really hadn't gotten used to the fact that this place doesn't really get that cold. And everybody's looking at me like I was completely insane because I was like outside and I'm just so happy that I'm walking and people looking at me like, why don't you have your coat on? I said, because it's not cold. Did you feel that heat from June to August? It was like insanely hot. And now it was just a beautiful breeze. But now, since my body has acclimated to South Florida, when the temperature gets to be 60, I'm freezing. I was like, oh, I need a sweater. I still I don't break out a coat at 60 degrees, but I do break out my sweater. Like I went out this morning to put my trash out, and it's 66 degrees now. But when I went to I said, oh, it's kind of chilly out here. So if I were up north and it was 66 degrees now, I'd be like dancing in the street, like, whoop, yep, amen. But there you go. So I went completely off the topic I was going to talk about, but that's okay. We're just talking, right? So I hope you guys are having a fantastically marvelous day. It's going to be a good day. Well, actually, it is a good day. I got up this morning. I woke up. I still have all four limbs. I still have sight. I still have health and strength. So there you go. Gratitude, right? You got to be grateful for everything. And while I am really grateful for the weather in the winter in Florida, because it's not as humid here in the winter time, or the winter months, let's say it that way. So even when the temperature goes up to like 75, 80 and all that, it's not as humid as in June when it's like you can cut it with a knife. So I'm very grateful for that. But I kind of want to talk about a few things that I've been thinking about and heard, and because I listen in the morning, I have a morning routine, right? So I get up and I do gratitude, and I meditate, and I listen to some motivational stuff, and I write in my journal. There's a whole bunch of stuff that I do in the morning. And this morning, and because I'm doing this vegan thing, I also listen to something that Tabitha Brown has cooked or whatever over, and I listened to one of her older videos. She was making vegan spaghetti. Of course, I've already made that, so I didn't really need to learn that, but it was something else that she was saying that caught my ear. And also I was on our daily inspiration call this morning with Mr. Bean, and all these messages just kind of meshed together this morning. What I was reading in my book, and there's I have a new journal from Dean Graziosi, and it's called the Better Life Journal. And at the top of some of the pages, there are quotes. And the quote that I opened the book and I swear it was like right there. It's by Martin Luther King Jr. And it says, if you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving. Tabitha Brown this morning on this video. I mean, because these videos just pop up in my notifications. And so I just clicked on it, and there she was. And she was talking a couple of years ago about how in 2017 she was broke. She was sick. She had been on disability for like a year. She and her husband just basically were surviving. And she's a woman of faith. And so she and her husband sat down and they started writing about what they wanted. Not what they didn't want, but what they wanted. She had a whole list of things that she wanted. And a lot of the things required that she have money, that she be employed, right? But she wrote them down anyway. And when she was doing that video, I think it was a year and a half later. And all, not some, all of the things that she wrote down that she said she wanted came to pass. And her message was, you have to hold on and keep the faith. You have to not let fear just rob you of your blessing. You have to write it down and then accept that it's done, right? Mr. Bean this morning, Mr. Sam Bean, he's my diamond ambassador in my company. He was talking about how fear can rob you of a few things if you let it. He told the story of when he had been in this previous company, and he was supposed to do a presentation with his sponsors and his leaders in that company. And they were supposed to come to his house. So these were when people were in the thing together. They were supposed to come to his house and do this presentation for him. And the presentation was about the products and services that they offered to these people that were in the house or that were coming to the meeting. And he had a fear of speaking. And a lot of people have a fear of speaking. There's ways to get around that, but a lot of people have a fear of speaking. You wouldn't know it today. I mean, because he's a very, very powerful speaker. But he was a grown man, had on his business suit, ready for this meeting, and then his leaders called and said they were going to be late. So he went in his bedroom and hid in his bedroom so he wouldn't have to do this presentation. He just was terrified of public speaking. And the people arrived. His wife came in and told him, well, the people are here. He said, oh, good. Okay, they can do this presentation. She said, no. The guests are here, but you're going to do this presentation. You're not going to embarrass me. And started out of the room. And then his desire not to embarrass or inconvenience his wife overtook his desire and inconvenience of fear. See, there's a lot of things that can take over fear. Faith is one of them. Faith that you can do it. Faith in God or whatever you believe in or whoever you believe in. I believe in God. I'm not trying to push my religion on you or anything like that, because I don't believe in religion. I believe in God. But something has to be stronger than your fear. Something has to be stronger than your fear. Because if you let that fake thing, because fear is fake. I wrote a poem for someone because they were saying that they were really afraid of what people would think. They were afraid. I mean, they list this whole long list of the things that they were afraid of. And this poem just came to my head, and I don't remember the poem now because I think I don't remember it because it wasn't for me. It was God speaking to me for that person. And that's why I don't remember it. I don't even think I wrote it down, but I wrote it to them. But it spoke about fear knocking at my door. I didn't even know I remember portions of it, but not all of it. It said, fear, I was afraid and fear was knocking at my door. I didn't know what fear was here for. I was afraid of everything. I was afraid of what might come. But I didn't want fear to come into my home. But I decided that I was going to let fear in. And I went to my door to open it. But when I opened the door, no one was there. Because fear is not real. It's not real. It was knocking at the door. You were gonna let it in. But when you open the door, it's not there. Because it's not real. It's something you're making up in your head because of some thing that maybe something happened, or maybe you think something's going to happen. You know, Tabitha was talking about, things don't happen to you. They happen through you. This is why you say you go through things. Because you go through things. Everybody goes through things. You're gonna go through things. That's just a part of life, but you gotta hold on because change is always there. It's always coming, whether you want it to be there or not. But the type of change that you want, it's up to you. It's up to you to shut the door on fear. Don't let it in. Shut the door. And the only way you can shut the door is to keep moving, keep going forward, keep taking action, keep doing what you need to do to kill fear. And Mr. Bean talked about that on our Monday night, Millionaire Monday night call. And he talked about killing fear through action, killing fear through study. You got to kill it. Don't open the door. Because even if you open the door, nothing's there except your imagination. And it's the wrong side of your imagination. You're on the wrong side of your imagination. Your imagination should be those wonderful things that you imagine are going to happen in your life. All those bad things that you think are going to happen, not real. Your blessings, your dreams, all of those things are sitting there waiting for you to shut the door on fear. And you gotta not give up. You got to hold on until you get, I'm getting emotional. Y'all stop. You got to hold on until you get it. Sometimes I'm telling you that you feel like, oh my God, what? What more do I have to do? What more do I have? How many more things do I have to get over? How many more trials do I have to go through before it's there? And I understand that. I felt that. Been there, done that. But, and I still have fear. I'm telling you, there are times when I open the door and I look out and I know it was there. I know fear was there. What happened? I had to make a decision that my life was more important than the fear. The lives of my children were more important than the fear. Now the lives of my grandchildren are more important than the fear. Your life is more important than the fear. But if you need incentive more than yourself, find it. Identify why. Just go, just. And I talked about a few weeks ago. It might have been a week ago. I don't know. Time just keeps rolling into each other. I was in a course with Dean Graziosi, and he gave us this 7 levels deep to get to your real why. And you keep asking yourself, why? Every time you give an answer, well, why that? Oh, I gave that answer. Well, why that? Until you get to the one that makes you emotional, that makes you say, no matter what I have to go through, I'm going to hold on because my change is coming and my breakthrough is coming, because I know that I cannot let this thing happen. I don't want to be in the same place I'm in right now a year from now. Think about how that would make you feel if a year from now you're in the same rut that you're in right now because you let fear in and you refuse to hold on until your change can. You quit in the middle somewhere and you open the door and you let fear in. There's a song by Sounds of Blackness, and it's called Hold On. Look it up on YouTube. I can't play it because this is broadcasting to YouTube and Facebook and all that, and they'll cut it off. But it's hold on, change is coming. Hold on, don't worry about a thing. Hold on. I love that song because not only is it a catchy beat, but it took me through. I was doing my walking, and this was before I hit my half marathon goal. So I had a goal of walking a half marathon, 13.6 miles. And when I started that walking journey, walking a mile was a struggle. It was a struggle. And then I got to 2 miles, and then I got to 3 miles. And I just kept going and going and going and going and going. And then all of a sudden, I was at 8 miles. And I think I cried that day. Because in one day, I walked 8 miles. In less than 3 hours, I walked 8 miles. And the day that I walked 13.6 miles. I was exhausted. I didn't think I was going to make it. And I had my earbuds in, listening to some music, listening to the gospel, one of the gospel stations on Sirius XM. And that song came on. Hold on. Change is coming. And I just was walking to the beat of that song. Because I was almost about to just say, to heck with it. I'm going to catch that bus that comes around in this neighborhood. I'm just flag them down and look, y'all need to take me to my house because my legs are about to give out. I can't make it. That's what I kept telling me. I go, God, I can't make it. I don't know if I can keep doing this. My legs hurt so bad. And I got this, so telling yourself all these negative things. I got this arthritis thing. Well, God knew I had the arthritis. He knew I had arthritis when I started to walk. Right? But that song came on as a message to me. Because I was almost there. I just refused to look at my thing. I didn't have the Fitbit at the time. I had my phone, that had my walking app on it. And I just refused to pull it out and look at it because I just knew I wasn't going to make that 13 miles that day. I was determined to do it, but I just knew I wasn't going to make it. And I was so tired. I said, no, I'm probably way far away from it now. And I just don't even know how I'm going to get there. Then that song came on. And for some reason, because of that song, I got energized. And my legs didn't hurt quite so much. And I was standing a little bit straighter and I was walking a little bit with a little bit more pep in my step. And it's like, oh, wait a minute. I think I can make this. I believe that I can make this. Wait a minute, God. What was that? Why did that song come on? Right after that song came on, another song came on with the same type of message. And right as I was getting ready to walk into my house or walk and say, you know what, even if I didn't make the 13 miles, I did this thing. I'm at home now. I did this thing. I'm going in here and I'm going in the house and I'm just going to be grateful for however far I walked. And this song came on by Pharrell, Happy. And I'm like, cause I'm happy. I'm doing this, say, ooh, thank God. But everything on my body hurt. My eyelids even hurt. I'm just gonna be real with you. But I took my phone out of my little pouch. Wore a little fanny pack pouch thing with my phone. And I looked at the app, 13.7 miles. The half marathon was 13.6. I did a whole point more. You talking about joy, complete and absolute joy. And it was way before the deadline I had set for myself. Because I started a little bit in January, but not for real. I really started for real in April last year. My goal was to hit that 13.6 miles by my birthday in November. I hit the 13.6 miles mid-August. Tell me that faith doesn't get you where you want to be. Tell me that God is not with you. And I will tell you you're a lie. Because it is. fear, doubt, unrest, all that stuff, all that is doing for you is not is holding you back from where you want and need to be. That's all that's doing for you. You need to hold on and keep going. Even on those days when you feel like you haven't done enough, like yesterday, I felt like I hadn't done enough. I was studying and I was writing in my journal and I was thinking, oh God, what am I doing? I'm not taking any real action. Oh God, what am I doing? But then I looked at what I wrote. I had all my goals written out. And I had checked off five things out of the 100 things that I wrote. But I checked off 5. Are you hearing me? I checked off 5. So it doesn't matter if you got every single thing done. Even when you feel like you're not progressing, even when you feel like you're not doing enough, just hold on for a minute. Hold on and keep going, because it'll be okay. You will get there. Your blessing, if you stop and you let fear in, and you let fear stop you, your blessing could be like right there. Just right there. There was a story that Bob Proctor retold. It was told by someone else. But there was a story about a man who had a farm. And he had been farming this farm for years and years and years. And he was barely making it, minimal income, and everything was minimal. He had animals, and there was this little river that ran through the middle of his farm. On the side of this river is all this scum and everything on the side of the river, and it was just nasty. And his animals avoided drinking that water. But this team of people came running across his land to this river, and they seemed so excited. And they picked up the water and they put it in the little vials, and they even tasted the water. And he was looking at them like, oh my God, these people are crazy. My animals don't even drink that water. What are they doing? And he kept looking at them and looked at them all strange, because they were really animated and really excited about it. And he's like, okay, you people are crazy. So the next day, they called him and offered him a pretty good sum for his farm. And he was like, woohoo, yeah, okay, well, I don't know what y'all talking about. Okay, then I'm the one that's winning here, because I've been farming this land for years, and I could never get anything to grow on that part of the land, because it just wouldn't do it. He took the money and he bought another farm, and he went to live near his brother, and he was working that farm. A year later, not even a year later, those same people discovered oil on his land, because the scum running on the side of that river indicated that there was oil. That's why they were so excited. And they became millionaires. He was sitting on his blessing all those years, but he wouldn't keep trying. He wouldn't hold on and wait for that change to come. So what I'm telling you, and I know I've been on here way longer than I intended, and I apologize, but what I'm telling you is to just do what you need to do. I don't care if you have a list of 100 things and you don't get 100 things done. So what? How many? Celebrate the ones you got done. If you have a fear of speaking like Mr. Bean, and you just come online and you say 2 words, you said 2 words. If you are broken and you think that things just are not working out and they just look so bad right now, but you have faith, keep having the faith and keep doing the work, and then guess what? Everything's gonna be all right. Your change is coming. It's coming. It's around the corner. Don't give up. Please don't give up on yourself. You can do it. You may have just, if you're, I know in affiliate marketing, sometimes, you get these little trickle in money and you're thinking, man, I made my first sale, but it's only, there is no, but it's only. That's your first, you got money. I don't care whether you're in low ticket sales, a high ticket sale, whatever sales you're in. Your first sale is amazing because you never had one before. Right? Think about that. You never had one before. You got one now. So instead of thinking about what you don't have, think about what you do have and just hold on, and everything will start, and keep doing what you're doing, and everything is going to be all right. It is. I've been on here for 37 minutes. I only intended to be on here for 15. But sometimes somebody needs to hear what you got to say. I don't know who needed to hear it or who wanted to hear it or whatever, but somebody needed that encouragement. Somebody that didn't have access to the daily inspiration call for Mr. Bean. Somebody that doesn't listen to Tabitha Brown. Somebody that doesn't know about motivation. Somebody that doesn't know any of those things. Maybe, just maybe, they're listening to me right now, and that's what they needed. And I hope and pray that that's the case. That if you needed it, that I was able to provide it, because that's why I do this. So just hold on. Keep pushing. Keep pushing through the fear. Even if it's just little baby steps, one thing at a time, just keep pushing through the fear. Don't let anybody tell you you're not doing enough. Just keep pushing. And get better and better and better every day. And then one of these days, you're going to look at yourself. You're not going to even recognize who is that? Who is that bold, wonderful person? Oh my God. Did I just say that? Oh man. I am out there. I am just doing this thing. And you'll be so proud. Doesn't matter if anybody else is proud or not, you'll be so proud. And I wish that for you. And I hope something I said today helped you to hold on and realize that your change is coming. Guys, thank you so much, Marion and Sharika, for joining me on Facebook. I appreciate you. I appreciate you very much. And I will talk to you guys later. But in the meantime, I wish you peace. I wish you love. And I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching. And I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.